Hello everybody, welcome to Craftivoso. Today is Thursday, so today we will be working on a Christmas project. Here where I am, it is very cold already. It already starts smelling like Christmas. It feels like Christmas, so I thought, why don't we get ready for Christmas time? So today we will be working on these cute bags that are so easy to make. It took me probably 10 minutes to make each one of them, including cutting and stitching each one of these little balls. So I have different options for you, so you can choose whichever you like the most. I filled mine with candy. I'm gonna give them away, and I am very excited about it. So stay with me so we can work together on this project. So I'm gonna start with these two 11 by 6 inches pieces of fabric, and I'm gonna sew here and here and here, but not this part. I'm also gonna need some felt shapes like this, and I'm gonna need some glue for them. I'm gonna need some ribbon, some pearls. They have a hole in it, and I have two different sizes, and I'm also gonna need my needle and thread. So I'm gonna start by gluing my pieces of felt, and I used a cookie cutter to make these shapes, but if you don't have cookie cutters, you can always look on the internet for the ones that you really like and just cut them, and they're really very easy to make. So this is actually our easy one. This is because we're just gonna glue stuff on top of other stuff, and then I'm gonna go with my pine tree. And these white pieces that are my snow, I didn't have any cookie cutter or anything to make them. I just did it by myself, just using my tree as a reference, but they're really easy to make. So I'm just gonna glue them all. Alright, like this. That's it. Now for this one, I'm gonna need my ribbon and a little bit of hot glue. So I'm gonna start by putting a dot of hot glue in the back part, and I'm gonna glue my piece of ribbon. I didn't measure this one, but I just did a little bit of it. So I'm gonna wrap it around the shape like this, and the ribbon is gonna tell you where to place it. Now I'm gonna do another dot of hot glue, and I'm gonna glue it, and I'm gonna trim the excess of ribbon like this. Alright, now I'm gonna sew or stitch, I don't know what the right word is, but I'm gonna put here my pearls. Like I said, they have a hole in them, and you can totally skip this step, and you can, instead of stitching them, you can use hot glue. The reason I'm not doing it is because I feel like sometimes the plastic can easily be removed from the fabric when you use hot glue. So that's the only reason I'm stitching them, but like you can see, I'm just doing one stitch. I'm not going over and over through them, because really I just want them to stay here. So I have to make sure that I pull my thread really good on the back, but not too hard because it will bend the shape. So this is all I'm doing, and you can place them anywhere you want. And like I said, I have two different sizes to make the ornaments, and I'm just going like whatever I feel that they're gonna look pretty. And I didn't film that part, but I did the same thing with my other shape. I'm not sure of the name. I don't know if it's a red, I don't know what the name of that is. Is that crown or circle or whatever their name is? I'm not sure right now. I'm trying to think of it, but I just can't remember it. But it's just that other one that is not shown here how to stitch the balls to. Okay, so now I'm gonna close it back here. Make sure to do this part with knot. All right, now I have all of my pieces ready, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take one of the parts of my fabric and I'm gonna fold it in half, so that way I can know where to place my shape. So I'm using this one right now, and I forgot to tell you that all of my shapes have a bow. Just glue them. All right, and I'm gonna make sure that this is centered, and I'm gonna use some pins to put these two pieces together. Now you can skip this part too, and you can use hot glue. I feel like when you hot glue fabric on fabric, it's not as bad as when you do plastic on fabric. Now once that I'm ready and everything is in place, I am gonna stitch this together, and I'm gonna go in different places. I'm gonna try to do some stitches like on the outer side of the circle. I still cannot remember the word for this. And some stitches I'm doing on the inner part, because I want to make sure that nothing is gonna be like not attached, if that makes sense. So you can see here that I'm going in different spots, and I'm not staying like in the center, on the center of my shape. I'm just going everywhere, so everything it's secured and attached to my fabric. You can see here how I'm going in the inner side right here, and the next one I'm gonna do on the outer side. I hope that makes more sense to you now. I am pretty bad at explaining things in English. I promise I'm trying my best. I am, and I promise you I will learn faster so everybody can understand what I'm saying. Alright, so let's just keep stitching here. And if this is just too time consuming for you, you can, like I said, always use hot glue. I'm gonna knot it here on the back. Make sure you don't skip this step. Alright, now that I have everything together, I put my two pieces of fabric together with some pins, and I'm gonna sew all around here. And like I said, I'm not gonna sew the other part, and I left 3.5 inches with no sewing, like you can see here. So I'm gonna fold this part right here, and then I'm gonna fold this in half. That's my 9 inches that I did. I'm sorry, my 3.5 inches that I didn't sew. So I'm just gonna put a pin here to keep them together. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other part, and what I'm folding is just what I didn't sew. You can see that's the only room I have to fold. Alright, so I'm gonna do another pin here, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Now once I've done that, I'm gonna sew here and here too, and I'm doing the same thing on the other side right here. I've sewed my fabric, and I want to show you here the stitches. There you go, now you can see them. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this inside out and show you what to do next. Alright, so now I'm gonna use a little bit of ribbon, and I didn't measure this either, but what I did was to wrap my ribbon around the bag, and I have to wrap it twice and then have some room to make a knot. So that's how much ribbon you're gonna use. Now I'm gonna use a bobby pin, and I'm gonna put my ribbon through the bobby pin, and I'm gonna go between the two lines that I saw before. There's gonna be like a little hole there. I'm going through that hole, and immediately I'm gonna go through the back part of my bag. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go again through the front part of my bag. Like this. This is where I started, so I'm doing that again, and you are gonna end up with something like this. Now when you pull it, this is what happens, and then I have enough ribbon to make a little bow here, and this is how our project looks like. Isn't it pretty? So that is our project for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Please click on that little bell so you can get notifications. Like this video, share this video, but most importantly, please leave us your comments. They are very important for us to keep making more things for you. And please let us know what is that you like about this channel, what is that you would like to see in this channel, so we can work on all of that. You have an excellent day.